This guy, right here, if I move my fingers, you would have his social security number. That's my file you showed. Case files for felony filings that were filed. Yes. The whole files, please. Watching them. I'm not gonna take them. I'm not gonna take them from anywhere from right here. I'll stand right here. All right, folks. What we're gonna be doing is we've got the 10 files. We're gonna look in here and see what information is in these files. So just hang on. Let's see. I'm gonna block out his information, but I want you to see this right here. This guy, right here. If I move my fingers, you would have his social security number. His social security number is right. See under my finger right there? That's the first file. I'm not going to show you what it is at all. No, I'm not trying to sign in Google. What are you doing? All right, so we're at the courthouse, and that's file number 1, and 100%. What the heck are you doing? Here, you want to hold this?
Well.
Sir, are we in your way? Are we in your way?
Yes.
No, come on in, sir. I think there's some other ladies that can help you. I'm just looking at some files right here, sir. Again, if I move my finger,
He just did.
you're going to have this gentleman's name, date of birth, social security number, height, and weight.
Okay, here.
So, I'm going to stop looking.
Nobody's come in.
We're going to talk.
The only being a nuisance is you right now.
That's awesome!
Somebody. Can I speak?
Ooh. Ooh, got that live.
Was that you that just slammed that door, ma'am? No.
Yeah,
Okay.
she was mad at me for blocking the door when I was holding it open. And this guy got in. I was being nice.
Yes. Okay. Can I speak to somebody?
Can I get past?
Am I blocking the door?
No.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you.
Guys, I can show you on the first 2. I just opened these first 2. And if you open these first 2 files, I can get people's name, date of birth, social security number, all of that information. They're not redacting that information like they're supposed to.
That is how they're filed with us.
No, I understand, but as the court clerk, you guys are the ones that are responsible for dictating to people the requirements for filing, right?
I'm going to handle that how it's
So,
filed.
I understand that, but, well,
I'm not an attorney.
no, I understand that. Are you the court clerk?
No, I'm not.
Okay, but the court clerk is an elected position that deals with the people who file things, and you guys set the policy and dictate the procedures for how to file stuff, right? So what? Well, I understand that I'm an attorney, but I understand the way that this is going, and I understand that at the end of the day, the first people who are supposed to redact this stuff are the district attorney's office, the sheriff's department, the police departments. I completely get that, but what I'm telling you now is that there's a problem. They're not doing that.
Okay.
And if you look at these first 2 files, name, date of birth, height, weight, social security number, every qualifying identification number, I could have just live streamed to YouTube. So any criminal, if somebody rich gets arrested, I can just come in and get the file, and now I have their identity. So the court clerk has, while I understand that y'all aren't the ones who file it, and you're required to file stamp anything, I get it completely. But there are ways that your office can deal with the people that file regularly, like these things. It's only a few agencies. So we can stop releasing people's public information. So can I leave a message for the clerk? Okay. This lady just has a real big problem. I'm talking through glass. Ma'am, I'm trying to keep people's social security number, height, weight, date of birth from being released to the public. You're releasing the information, ma'am. I don't know why you have an attitude and you slammed the door and had a problem with him, but I'm having a conversation. If you can go back and help him and leave me alone, I'd greatly appreciate that. Well, no, she came and interrupted. Well, sir, don't snap your fingers at me like I'm some child. I'm not your child, okay? I'm not your child. You're raising your hand like you're 5 years old. You're acting like you're 5 years old, ma'am. Stop. Just go back over there and let me talk to this nice lady.
The gentleman over there is overly.
I understand, and all she had to do was if he could just come over here and say, could you speak a little lower? Man, you realize how bad you're making yourself look?
You look stupid.
I look stupid? Well, you keep doing what you're doing, man. It's not my fault y'all's employee walked over here and interrupted us. She could have just come over here and said, sir, could you speak a little slower? I appreciate that. So, can you hear me okay?
Sorry.
When I'm speaking through glass, I
don't know.
you just never know.
It's filing
Okay.
a petition.
So what I'd like to do is leave a message for the actual court clerk, so that way we can she can follow up and we can figure out a plan. I'm going to talk to the sheriff's department. I'm going to talk to the police department. I'm going to talk to the district attorney's office about this. But it's a multi-pronged problem, and you know, some signs that say make sure you've redacted stuff. There's some other procedures that could be done to make sure the people are doing that, because releasing that information is bad. So
I don't.
I just want to leave. I stopped by here yesterday to try to ask for some records. Y'all are going to give me some records, as well on the court fund stuff. I stopped by and asked for.
I was going yesterday when you stopped by, as well as our court clerk. She's out for.
Yeah, and that's totally fine. And I only came back here. I only came back because we were driving back through in Texas County. I asked for 10 files over there, and they same problem. So y'all aren't alone in this issue, but it is a problem that needs to get fixed. So all I'm interested in is not causing a problem, and I just want to fix the problem. So can I leave my name and number with you and my email address, and you have the court clerk holler at me, and we just figure out how we can solve this problem? And ma'am, thank you so much. You've been super helpful and pleasant, and I really appreciate that. That's my cell phone number, okay?
Okay.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Have a good day.
Hey, you do shop pro bono?
I do. Let's have the DA before they go closing. No problem.
I'll pull him back over here after he's done.
Hello. So I was here yesterday, and I was trying to get some records for the DA's supervision fees, the 991 and the probation fees. And I've not heard from anybody, and it's been 24 hours, so I wanted to check on that. But additionally, I was just checking at the court clerk's office, and when y'all are filing documents to the DA's office, y'all are filing documents that do not have redacted name, date of birth, social security number, height, and weight. And so I wanted to I need to speak to somebody at the DA's office with some kind of authority, some assistant district attorney, the district attorney, somebody, because people's information being released right across the hall is problematic. So I wanted to advise somebody of that, and like the court clerk's following up. Do it.
I have a message for the DA. Nobody's available right now.
Okay, and you can let them know that the court clerk, I just spoke to them as well, but I pulled 10 files. I looked at the first two, and the first two had every identifying information, and it was the last 10 cases that were filed. So I didn't go cherry pick cases. It was truly the last 10. I just said, give me the last 10 cases. The first two I looked at had every bit of that information. So some of that was the DA, some of it's the sheriff's department, some of it's the police department, but it's all kind of coming through here, and we got to put a stop to that. So, all right, give my number and have them reach out to me, please. Thank you. What was your name?
My name is Megan.
Megan, thank you so much. Okay, everybody. Well, there you go. We just proved beyond a reasonable doubt that if you have been arrested in, what county are we in right now?
Is this?
Woodward County. If
Yeah.
you were arrested in Woodward County, Oklahoma, you were the last 10 that were arrested. Likelihood of your name, date of birth, social security number being released in there. Well, you should go ask for your file and see if, is it on there? Are they releasing your social security number and stuff?
My girlfriend.
Okay, so can I put you on camera?
Be our guest.
All right, so we're here with a gentleman who's at the Woodward County Courthouse, sir. You're live on Facebook with 160 people watching.
Oh, that's YouTube,
Wow,
right?
YouTube.
Yep.
So 160 people, not to put you on the spot. And we were here investigating this issue, and can you confirm that they're releasing that information?
Yeah, that's my girlfriend's affidavit of arrest that they still haven't served her with yet on a case pertaining to stuff that she didn't even do. We weren't even in the county the day that they got.
They were with me.
And I mean, I can see on this, and look, you can go in there, and where they blacked it out, you can see right through the blackout to get her social security
Yeah,
number.
you figure they would just not include
And
that.
see-
Well, yeah, and on the other documents, where they blacked it out on some of these, but on the other documents a little further back, they didn't black it
The
out.
thing with me, they were with me out of town on that specific day, and they stayed on on here. It was a blue pickup, and he has a black pickup that ain't been out of the yard in 2 years.
Doesn't run.
And they
It don't
claim they have
run.
this. They claim they have this on video going into my girlfriend's old house and committing burglary.
So now
Well,
we
look,
got
I
to
don't
come up
work
with
out here. I don't work out here,
$1,000.
but I help people. So I want to give you my information.
We got to come up with $1,000 for
For what?
something because we
To
got
bail her out of
to
jail.
bail her out.
Okay. Well, how much is her bail?
$1,000, 10%,
$10,000. Okay, so it's $1,000.
You know, they live with
Can
me.
you can go and file what's called a motion to reduce. When's she set for arraignment?
She hasn't been arrested.
She's not been arrested
We just
yet.
found out about it today.
Okay. So a couple things. Go talk to some bondsmen around town. A lot of them with a bond
Well, we
that
have
low.
friends on this.
Okay, great. With a lot of bondsmen, what they'll do is they'll work with you on payments, especially for a bond at $1,000. The flight risk is super low. There's no reason not to. You know, if a bond's over $100,000, they have to go get a different kind of bond, and there's a very limited number that they can write. But a bond that small, 10,000, they're going to have hundreds of those that they can write. And if for some reason you have a problem, there's some good guys. His name's Rodney Stedham. He owns affordable bail bonds. You have all over the state. They're the largest bail bond company. You call them and tell them Ron Durbin told you to call them, and he'll work with you on something. Okay, so don't let that be an impediment. In other words, the process that you have to
available.
go through, the first thing that you need to do right now is secure her that bond.
It doesn't matter. I'm asking for this information.
No, he was very nice. He was
What are you asking for?
I'm trying just to get her name and also like her salary.
Oh, I want a copy of your employment
But she doesn't
employment
want to give
records.
that to me, and she doesn't care that it's against the law.
Who has the employment records?
No, they never look. I've got a judge and told go to stopsharinghomes.com. StopSharingHomes.
Well, I think it's policy, not law, for identification. But we can go get the employment records because they're mandated to have that publicly, right? And then we can get her name.
Are you trying to cover for her? Why are you being so secret?
One,
I don't have.
get the bond done and get her.
You don't have the authority to give a name? What's your name?
It should be a.
You're not going to give us your name. Are you hiding something? Generally, people that don't want to give their names are hiding. At least that's what the cops say. Do you have something? Do you have something illegal on you that we should know about? Have you engaged in any criminal activity? What are you going to do there? It's not going to be doing your job. Your work is to serve the public, correct? Okay, so let's start by just meeting that basic principle.
Durbin@tfglegal.com. If you've got a question, you can holler at me, but you need somebody local, DURBIN, at tfglegal.com.
Didn't you have the bailiff uniform on yesterday?
No, different guy.
Was that a different guy?
That guy's about this tall.
We'll show the folks at home. Sergeant, could you please tell me your name? Is it? Yeah, I'm not asking you for your social security number and your firstborn. I'm coming in here, I'm asking you for your name.
They always say, well, if you can afford to bail out, you can afford to.
Of course not. This police officer pulled somebody over. He was involved in an incident where he's filed, and he asked someone for their information. They didn't provide their information. He'd think that there might be reasonable suspicion. They might be engaged in a felony, misdemeanor, city ordinance violation. Huh? I've been in here exactly 10 minutes, and only 2 of that has been in your office. Because thankfully, there's a time.
Well, that's what they do. I have clients.
No, you could.
They're a community of Asians.
Portion of my group. So, if the sergeant's been in here for a minute. Oh, listen, that's fine. I'll leave at the close of business. That's fine.
People getting their gross rate.
You can run the clock out, but this isn't the Super Bowl.
They're dropping charges. Didn't return all their plans and all the.
Thank you for giving me your name, Sergeant.
They're put out of business. Yeah, it kills them.
Oh, that's
door slam.
yeah. She's the one who slammed the door on us.
Everything. There's James Freeman over there. We've been leaving Freemans all over town. In case you don't know what that is, it's an acronym for a number 2. And if something is fixable, it's Durbinable.
Yeah, no, if it's attainable.
It's attainable. If it's attainable, it's Durbinable. So anyway, you've got. You're gonna need moderators. I guess I'm gonna need moderators. Holy crap, y'all! Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. We got a whole lot of stops tomorrow. Hey, if y'all filed a judicial complaint, or if you want to get your judicial complaint in, StopSharingHomes.com. We're gonna be delivering a set. We have more than 250 more judicial complaints against Sharon Homes. StopSharingHomes.com. Check out the channel. We're gonna have updates about Sharon Homes. We're gonna have updates about my arrest. We're gonna go by the Oklahoma City Police Department very soon. We got all kinds of stuff. Oh wow! And you saw it on my YouTube channel, and like you got my number.
Yeah, I actually got a guy from South Carolina that told me, hey man, your information is on YouTube, and I'm kind of thinking it's a scam, or something, but he just sounded like a really nice old man.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I'm trying. So what? Just so you, I mean, if you watch the video, you know what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get them to redact all that information and stop releasing it all. So you have a claim. There's a.
And the lady that you talked to in the video, the one that wasn't being nasty,
Uh-huh.
the one that was actually talking to you on the other side of the glass.
Yeah.
Her name is actually Angela Arthur. Arthur is her maiden name.
Okay.
I went to school with her.
Okay.
And she's a super nice woman, and she'll help you in any possible way she can. She's always been super nice to me.
Yeah.
But no, that just blows me away that that's on there.
Well, do me a favor. Let me send me your email address and your name and everything, and look what the case number is and stuff for your case, and let me help you. Let me help you make sure that they get that information put redacted. And secondarily, I think you have some claim for some violations of the redaction requirements. I quite frankly don't know what the requirements and penalties are for that. I'm going to do some research tonight before I go to some courthouses tomorrow. So text me your info. Text me that case info. I'll get back with you after I look at that statute. If we've got some way to do something against them for civil damages, let's do it.